Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to a little episode of Que-stead-Que. What you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. Hey, everybody. Okay, uh, to the two people, and I know who you are, who saw my video from earlier. I think it was midnight when I posted my video. I had to delete it. Uh, Thank you for letting me know that my address showed in that video, so I had to delete it. I had to delete it. I didn't want the world to know my address. Not that that many would watch that video, but you never know. I mean, it's there forever, so, or it would have been there forever. So I needed to delete that. And boy, so we're going to go back over that, what was said in that video later. But anyway, what I did was, because I was explaining in that video that I was going to do some shifting around of the plants. So I put all my top plants, especially the leggy ones. I mean, I have some leggy plants here. The peanuts, these tomatoes, and a few other plants are very leggy. So I put them at the bottom. I figured they will survive because this one has survived on the third tier. And so then I put my newer plants up here. Now, that tomato, that red cherry tomato, the one that was doing so bad, I'm going to take that out and I'm going to replace that with some, no, I'm not going to do that because I forgot. The San Marzano seeds, let's check them anyway, just to see. Nope, the San Marzano seeds never germinated, and I think I know why. They were never under heat. So I'm going to revisit that today, and I'm going to plant some more San Marzano. In fact, let me take the tag out now, because that's going to be first. And I'm going to plant those right here. I'm going to put them, since it's first, we'll make it first here in the thing. Okay, so I'm going to plant that again, and we're going to see what happens. If these happen to come up, then that's fine. I can give them to someone, or I'll keep them myself. Okay, so right now we're going to take out the spinach. Today we got lucky after 5 days straight or 3 days straight of rain. We got fortunate or blessed. I said after this eclipse, I'll never complain about weather again. But we got blessed with a nice day, so I think it's time to remove this spinach. And let's see, I only have one. I'm making sure here because I didn't put anything in particular order with the exception of most of the peppers. Okay, so here's the spinach right here. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. See this? See this, y'all? Hold on. It's not, okay. I was getting ready to do like I normally do. I forgot. I've got the good stuff now. The good stuff. Okay, let's get that out of there. Let's see how this works. This will be my first time removing a seedling. I'm going to stand this camera up. Hopefully you can see it. Let me ease it down. That was my hand. To the spinach. Where's the spinach? Spinach. Okay. Let's see how that works. That is, if I can get this camera to stand up correctly and focus. It may fall over. I don't know. Let's see how this works. We're going to take this spinach out, and we're going to put that spinach. Oh, and let me tell y'all, I love the watering. Because I wasn't sure how that was going to work. But we're going to take this spinach out. Look at there, y'all. Good God Almighty. Whoa. Sound like I'm looking at the eclipse again. And let's just tap them on out. And we'll leave that dirt because I can move something else. One of my double plants. You know, I have some plants here that are doubled. You know, so, and let's take the sign because that can go outside. And here it is right here. Right there. And we're going to put that into the table right now. What was I going to say? The collards are coming out today. See how big that one is? But I took out this pot for one of the collards, and then I'm gonna put the other collard in the burpee pot right here. That's just to give them a little more room, and they'll go out as soon as the greenhouse is up. And that was discussed in the last video too. Like I said, I will cover that later. What we're gonna do right now is head outside, and then I'm gonna show you what I plan to do today. Oh, y'all, and I found another one of my sticks. I had a whole pack of them, so they're somewhere, but I found one. Okay, let me put this here. So my new trays, so far, I think I will only fill up 2 trays, but I have 2 more, and I'll tell y'all about that later too. I'm trying to save all the information for the longer video later. Okay, so what we're going to do out here, we're going to get these planted into the, let me get my water, y'all. Okay, we're going to get that spinach planted into the garden bed, and then I'm going to show you what I plan to do out here. I was up all last night. After that video, I didn't get to sleep until, ooh, and yesterday we had a terrible windstorm, and I can tell limbs, look at that. Limbs are all in my yard. My little rake has come down, but that's okay. It's nice today. It's at least 65 degrees out here. It's a perfect spring day. And here I found the tags from last year. Every time I see them, I just pick them up. So those are going in the house. They will be reused. This is that other, what you call them that I found? Okay, let's come over here. Let's see how the cold crops are doing. I see that my cabbage has grown. Y'all, I had hoisted this, and I can see right now it's not working. So I put some clips on there, and I had my netting up high so that the animals still couldn't get onto the plants yet, and still I would have room for the plants to grow, but that's not working. So I'm gonna later come up with a different solution for that. Because the day that I take that tool off, Raquel, and who knows what other animal, will get a hold to these cold crops. But they've been in, hey Shadow, how you doing, buddy? But these plants have been in here now for, what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? I know at least 2 weeks, I know. So, and with the exception of the cabbage, none of them, well, you know what? I'm seeing a difference, especially with that lettuce and the Brussels sprouts. They're growing, but I think they're being hindered as well with this tool. So I'm going to have to come up with a different solution. I ended up getting 2 garlic here. This one is alive. This one seems to be dead. So I don't think I'm going to be successful. Oh, wait a minute. There's a 3rd one. I just lied. 3 is better than none. Maybe they are going to come up as it gets warmer. Okay, we'll see. I'll give that another week, because I said I'm going to direct sow some green beans. My friend Robert, he does only direct sow. He has a big garden every year, and he doesn't do plants. He doesn't do seedlings or anything. Well, he called me the other day, and he said, Q, I need your favor. He's like, you are the only one I trust with this mission. I'm like, what mission? He has to have unexpected surgery on his back on the 7th of May. He said, I direct sold all my seeds on today. He said, my seedlings, green beans and stuff like that, he said, all that's going to come up. And he said, my recuperation, he said, the first 6 weeks, I'm not going to be able to do anything. I can't bend, I can't lift, I can't do anything. He said, you're the only one I trust. He said, can you at least, because his wife works as a nurse, and she works like 14-hour shifts and stuff like that. And so he said, on the days that she go to work, could you please just go in my backyard and check on my plants and water them? And so I told him I would be more than honored to do that for you. So I'm going to be handling 2 gardens. And he does his garden. He does a big garden, but he has his plot right there. He does it the old-fashioned old man way, okay? So it's not going to be difficult. So I'll go back there. If it needs water, I'll water it. And if it doesn't need water, then, I'll just look at his plants, his little seedlings to see how they're coming along. So he said, you're the only one I trust. He said, technically, I don't trust my wife. He said, but I think I could at least get to the door to instruct her on what to do. So I said, okay. I was like, you just make sure you let her know that if somebody tell her they see a strange woman coming through there, it's me. I'm not coming in, which I never do anyway. And that's it. But anyway, so that's what's going to be happening with me. And like I said, I'm honored to do it. He's a good friend. We've known each other for years and years. And we were once roommates, the whole 9 yards, And and we've been friends ever since. And we both fish, that type of thing. Okay, so let me get going here. And I'm going to get this spinach. I'm going to set this camera up. And then I'm going to get this spinach planted. But before I do that, let me show you what else I'm going to do, because I'm going off camera as soon as I plant this spinach. Y'all, I was concerned about this fig tree. And so I ended up pruning it a little bit because it looked almost dead. But look at here, y'all. I think I see buds coming on the fig tree. Bull, I hope you see this, Mr. Bull. I saw your beautiful figs. I know it'll be a while before I get any, but I just want the fig trees to survive. And I think they did. They feel pretty good. I was going to do the test. Okay. And my strawberries, some survived and some I'm not seeing, but we'll see what happens. They're still covered. This is the crown from the original plant. So I know that survived. I can see the green there, and that's going to come back and produce. It gave me so many runners. That's how I came up with all these other strawberry plants. That one is alive. Those are alive. Let's see. Nothing came back there. What is that? Oh. And these here, I'm not sure about. I'm seeing green, so we'll see. I think I'm being impatient. This is extra hay, and this here is extra hay, I think. Oh, no. Uh-oh, well, those were strawberry plants. Wait a minute. I hope yeah, I think I killed them. Okay, well, anyway, I'll get some. And I know how prolific those strawberries are. And they're white pine, y'all, so they're all important. That's my most important crop. What I'm getting ready to do today, JD and I, we discussed it. We're going to do this because of all the rain. See this mud? We're going to get the greenhouse up next Saturday. That's the projected day. We're supposed to get rain for the next, today and tomorrow and Monday are supposed to be nice, and we're supposed to get rain Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday is supposed to clear out. So we think that Saturday will be our best shot at getting this greenhouse up, but we wanted to get the ground dry. Okay, this back here, I don't know if you can see, this is and it hasn't come up yet, my asparagus. This is year 3, so this is the year I can harvest asparagus. And it has done well in the ground, and so I already told JD. And then this is where I threw a few refrigerator potatoes right there where you see that mound of hay. So I stuck this here, but I'm gonna move it over a little bit to make sure that that asparagus doesn't get damaged. I worked too hard. It took me 3 years. This mat, I know it looks horrible, this weed cloth. I wanted to be able to put down some nice weed cloth, because before you modify a greenhouse, it's best to have your flooring down. And what I was going to do was, I wasn't actually going to buy weed cloth. I was going to buy, what's that stuff? Remember, I don't know, for those of you who lived in the 70s, our parents, when they bought new carpet, they would put that clear runner down that had those little prickly things on the opposite end, that if you touched it, it stuck you. I was going to put that down because Home Depot sells that on a roll, and it's not really that expensive, but I just cannot swing it. We got to get this greenhouse up. So I can always go and get some later. I just won't be able to lay it to where we can put that wood and the greenhouse itself on top of it. That would have made it look more, it would have looked more polished that way. But I'm not going to be able to do that. But I am going to leave this, although it's torn up and messed up. But for now, it'll do. I can always pull that up later because the greenhouse is going to be wider than this anyway. So the greenhouse itself isn't going to sit on top of that tarp. So I'm going to pull that up later, and then I can later, probably next month or in June, get the roll. Then I will have my exact measurement of how much I want and need. And then I think 2 rows of that, 2 or 3 rolls of that plastic will work. And that's something that will never tear up. If y'all know what I'm talking about, you'll know that's something that will last forever. But what I'm going to do today is I will be moving. See all this junk here? It's getting ready to get shifted over there by, I know, the daffodils and where all that other junk is. I want everything clear so that when JD comes through, those crates, all that junk, I want everything clear so that when JD gets started, we both, because we're both going to put the greenhouse together. I'm going to be the assistant, handing him, whatever he needs at that moment, and then he will put it together, and then we'll both, we're going to just kind of work in unison. And so I want everything clear so that when he's walking around and doing what he needs to do, he will not have any distractions or anything he has to, fuss about, so to speak. So I want it to be as perfect for him as possible. He's going to help me get the trees moved. So we're going to be moving the trees, and I see another limb fell on the new cherry tree. See, this is why when DTE comes to cut these trees down, it's going to be wonderful. See this? Fell right on my cherry tree. And it's doing, wait a minute, I haven't even fertilized it yet. That's another thing I'm doing today. And it drained very well. With all that rain that we just got, it drained very well. And thank God that limb didn't hurt it. Now I need to do a little more. I might pull this up because I don't like the way it's leaning. It started raining on me, so I had to hurry up, get it into the dirt, and, get in the house. But the thing is, I don't like how it's sitting. So I have the opportunity to pull it up, get it right, to where it's standing taut. And then I'll fertilize after I do that. I might just wait till next, I don't know. Y'all tell me, please, because I'm not that, savvy with trees and stuff. Should I fertilize it now while I have the opportunity before I disturb it? Because I'm going to disturb the tree. So I'm thinking I may as well do everything at the same time. Or should I just go on and dig it up today, get it fertilized, and be done with it? I don't know. I was thinking, once we get the tree moved. So we're going to be moving we're going to be moving 5 trees to the side of the house. So I think that mulch that I bought now, I think 8 bags will do it over there on the side. I'm going to just go on and do that, and then I'll get enough bags. This part over here, I'm not going to worry about it just yet because it's in the back. That'll be the last of the mulching. But I do want to get my front bed, and I want to get the side bed over there. So I think 2 to 3 bags should do it. And I'm thinking 7 to 8 bags should get the side of the house. If it doesn't get the full side of the house, then I'll know, okay, I only need, 3 more bags or whatever. And you know what? Let me fix this brick right now. Right now. Okay? Because it's been bugging me since the other day when I told y'all. As you can see, I have plenty bricks still. Let's get this squared away right now. I should have put a red one there because there's a red one. But I'm going to just go on and throw this one. There it is. Now the keyhole garden looks complete. And that's off. I need to redo those bricks because I need to move the ones in the middle over just a wee bit so that it'll look more symmetrical. Okay, but anyway, so